Being on the positive side of humanity during the historical period we are going through means understanding that the incredible technological acceleration the world is experiencing will bring prosperity and improvements to all. For Eurovast, this is not a new commitment. The goal of building a fair profit within industrial processes balanced between ethics and sustainability is a commitment that has lasted for 30 years. A long story recounting the history of quality tissue production in Europe, consisting of constant growth using technology and results that must balance the impact that each activity has on the environment. Our environmental roadmap has always kept pace with the best technology available to improve the overall impact of our production activity on the territory. The energy transformation of the Turingo plant has seen the installation of 10,000 square meters of latest generation solar panels, with a production that covers most of its electricity needs. Following this idea of responsibility, 90% of the materials used are renewable raw materials. Without doubt, improving one's products whilst taking care of their life cycle is an important element for the company's sustainability. Eurovast's eco-innovation has brought an economic benefit to the area. In 2020, the Capannery converting plant underwent a transformation which guaranteed the self-production of 660,000 kilowatt-hours of solar electricity for a maximum power of 500 kilowatts of absorption. This latest generation plant has allowed a reduction in emissions of 460 kilograms of sulfur dioxide, 580 kilograms of nitrogen dust, 21 kilograms of fine dust, and above all, the annual reduction of CO2 emissions in the order of 343 tons. Alignment with the themes of ecological transition linked to the need for a circular economy, together with the application of ESG principles, on the one hand, creates an ethical capital that protects the reputation of the company and, on the other, generates inspiration and interest from the consumer. Today, the European consumer is extremely attentive to environmental issues. The large-scale retail sector is fully aware of this and is looking for partners who meet these requirements. Our focus of attention is on the analysis of choice models that combine value and balance between sustainability and happiness, a complex approach, but one that is giving us great results on the European market. If the European consumer is at the center of the transition model, the energy cogeneration and Industry 4.0 models are important development drivers in the group's factories. Today, Eurovast finds itself with the competitive advantage of facing this moment of change, having already invested in the sustainability growth model. For many years now, the ecological transition we are going through is a path that in Eurovast has been running in parallel with our growth. There is no technological change that has not been conceived with the idea of reducing environmental impact. This has been and is the greatest of our challenges. It was a challenge deciding to be among the first in the world to invest in Toscotec's S-Crescent technology here in Botticino. But another extraordinary challenge is the Lanciole paper mill, which for 8 years has already been part of a green model that is in remarkable harmony with an area that has strong eco-tourist connotation. A challenge conquered a long time ago was that of producing the best product technically possible today in all the Eurovast Group's paper mills. But the challenge that we are most passionate about is that of social sustainability. Bringing employment to depressed areas represents the aim of a strategy that looks to the territory's future and also calculates the value of economic return in social terms, maintaining these production sites and restructuring them without upsetting their industrial nature. Thanks to S-Crescent technology, with the same operating hours, production in the Botticino plant reached 32,000 tons per year. A production increase of 56% with an overall 18 to 20% reduction in the use of gas and 10% of electricity. Along the same lines, this mission is already underway in the converting plants in Northern Europe. Inaugurated in 2018 and with a potential basin which in the 250-kilometre reference area includes all of Holland and Belgium, reaching as far as Luxembourg and part of Germany, the OS converting plant represents a real benchmark for the so-called useful kilometre.
Since the early beginning, Eurovast has been able to integrate in a smart and dynamic way within the Netherlands. This means not only a growth in volumes and turnover, but also in terms of developing new projects in symbiosis with private and public entities. Projects focusing on energy transition as well as circular economy, environmental benefits, leading to real next-gen processes and products. We believe that being part of this transition is being able to use and offer side streams to industries and partners. By side streams, we mean anything from energy, water, materials, and know-how. We create partnerships instead of just commercial relationships because we strongly believe that's the only way to give and to get the most out of an economical environment.
For decades, the Netherlands has chosen an energy policy based on low environmental impact. Safeguarding the territory becomes a cultural value. Only energy produced from 100% renewable sources powers the OS plant. Building a better future for everyone is the challenge that every modern company is called upon to face. The awareness of being faced by the greatest challenge ever faced by mankind brings together all the positive energy of this historical moment. It is these attitudes that have allowed Eurovast, together with its partners, to continuously grow over the last decade. Today, it is a truly smart factory, ready to face increasingly demanding challenges, looking towards relationships with the large-scale retail sector that take into account the consumer as an individual, attentive to the search for quality, respect for the environment, and brands that aim to be recognized as love marks in their sector. We like to think of our company as the application of Elkington's phrase, which explains the three dimensions of corporate sustainability: the planet as the environmental dimension, people as the social one, profit as the equally inevitable and just economic and financial one in favor of all.